Influencers that were trying to make their way to the Revolve festival are being relentlessly mocked online right now after the buses sent to pick them up failed to arrive. When the buses didn't show up, there were a ton of hysterical social media posts that started to flood the internet. Many of the influencers could be seen online complaining about their experience after the poorly planned festival that a lot were just referring to as Firefest 2.0. The influencers apparently had to wait in the desert for hours before they were finally picked up by a bus that took them to the event. For those of you who don't know, the Revolve festival was a free event for a certain group of influencers who attended voluntarily, so comparing it to Firefest is a bit of a reach if you ask me. When arriving at the event, the influencers were given free food and drinks along with free designer clothing from the company. In addition to inviting these influencers, the event was also attended by A-list celebrities such as Kim Kardashian, Halsey, and Kendall Jenner. Although the focus of this story is those poor influencers who were left stranded in the desert. But don't get it twisted, social media doesn't feel an ounce of sympathy for them. One user wrote, "Influencers dub Revolve Festival Firefest 2.0 following chaos on Coachella weekend. What a pity. Does anyone feel sorry for them? Probably not." With another adding, "Might buy something from Revolve just because they made a bunch of influencers stand outside for 6+ hours." And Danny Gold also added, "No idea what Revolve Festival is, but I see the phrase influencers stranded and I need to know everything." Although they wouldn't be influencers if they didn't at least fake that they were having a good time. That's the frustrating thing with influencers. Instead of actually having a good time, they spend their day pretending that they're having the best time of their life. However, we all know the experience was not as glamorous as they were trying to make it out to be. Another Twitter user echoed this and said, "Current favorite activity is seeing all the Revolve Festival girlies' dreamy, curated content and then going to their spam to get the tea on how they really feel." Many photos from the event itself show these influencers smiling in trendy outfits and posing for what appears to be a picture-perfect scene. But several of them still complain that the event had poor transportation and bad management. Allegedly, several people even passed out while they were waiting in the hot sun because they didn't bring any water, which is just wild to me. And common sense, really. You know you're going to a festival and getting picked up in the desert and you didn't bring a water bottle? Really? Others complained that there was a lot of pushing and shoving and shouting as the influencers fought to get onto the bus that had limited space when it finally did arrive. But like I said, these complaints did not generate any sympathy online. Another user writes, "The Revolve Festival drama is not doing it for me. It looks like people were moderately inconvenienced by the shuttles. Girl, that's like every festival. I can't find anything but freezing cold, stale, unsweetened tea on this. If you're seeing something else, let a bitch know." With another user making a very good point and saying, "Listening to influencers complain about the lack of a good time they had at Revolve Festival is giving me such an ick. I understand some elements of disappointment, but it's drawing attention to a very odd display of wealth and entitlement." I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, because that's all the time that we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you in the next one.